was going to be a video about fuel flow and speed and performance, because I do think we're on quite an amazing hull, but hopefully, as you can see right now, conditions are not going to allow for that. It's absolutely insane. I'm here with Elaine and I am on the Aquila 47 Molokai. This thing is an absolute beast, and the weather today is serving up quite something special for us actually. So this will be a good test. All we're going to do is run down swell. We have 3 meter breaking sharp waves. It is dodgy conditions, and I would advise most of you, unless you've been out in sea states like this, to not do this. Don't come out on a day like today. I'm going to tell you that this boat is more than capable of doing it, but until you've got your wits about you, your experience level, and your crew, just take it easy. So don't go running out here on a day like today on your day one when you've just bought the boat. But what we will prove to you in this video is that this Molokai 47 is absolutely capable of doing it. My name's Dan Jones, you're watching Dan's Boat Life. G'day and welcome again to America. I'm really enjoying this place, and this Molokai 47 is a brand new boat for the range. If you've seen, I've already done their Molokai 28 back in Australia, and we also had similar big swell rough conditions on that day. So I do have a feeling for what this whole design was pitched for, and it's guys who want to go fishing, guys who want to do surfing trips, maybe support boats to big super yachts and tenders, and people who want something that's just an all-round ultimate capable boat. But what is special about this 47 is the accommodation and the layout. She really caters to people who want to go further afield. If you want to run across to Bimini, if you want to go down to Key West, or if you're in Australia and you want to do some serious trips, because you can stay on it. We're going to cover that in the walkthrough, but the thing's got 800 nautical miles range. It's got 800 nautical miles range, so let's call it 750 with a reserve. It's just got an incredible amount of capability, and hopefully, as I'm demonstrating to you right now in these short, sharp, short wave period swells, which are the most uncomfortable, the boat is handling really well. Can you hear any slamming? Yeah, we've been dropping off waves. I've been clenching my sphincter, going, oh, and then we land and I'm like, oh, no, it wasn't so bad. So I'm thinking some of you guys from Australia who want to go to Rottnest Island, obviously anyone who wants to cruise the East Coast, and quite clearly all the Americans, you're going to love this thing. So let's just wind the speed up a little bit. I'm not going to get much more than 30 miles an hour today, guys. It's some of these troughs, I'm legit dropping into the bottom of the troughs and I cannot see Miami, okay? So that's the kind of conditions we're in. Nothing we haven't done before and nothing you can't cater to on a boat like this. I'm not going to go upwind. I have done it. I'll cut to some shots now. But the reason why I'm not is because my drone can't keep up. It's 30 knots steady. So we're doing 3,000 to 3,500 revs. I've got the quad rig 400 Mercuries on this one. A lot of people have been going for the V10. So I'm sorry, I got the quad rig 450s. I think I said 400s. A lot of people have been going for the V10 400s. Here we go, feel that coming off the wave there. So what I would like to try and convey to you in this drive through the drone footage, through my experience, look at my body stance right now. I've got my legs spread. I've got my driving hand, my steering hand on the steering knob, which I like, and my throttle hand is not leaving these throttles. Just, can you see how relaxed I am? You normally would not be so relaxed in a boat like in these conditions, is what I'm trying to say. But the bridge deck clearance, the cutting angle of these bows, and the design of this hull is giving me, here we go, surfing some waves here. I'm going to power out of that one. It's just giving me so much confidence I hit that at 28 mile an hour. I'm climbing up the back of the next one at 25 to be out here. This is the sort of day when you cancel boat tests. This is the sort of day when you cancel test drives. But on the Molokai 47, you can keep going. If you've got the skill set, if you've got the crew, if your stomach can handle it, this boat bloody well can too. So just ride up and over a few more waves. And don't go hammering at full speed in conditions like this. You wouldn't please yourself. Once again, the boat will do it, but your crew won't. So, a couple observations. So some of the American boats I've driven on my trip here, if I was out here in conditions like this, I would not be able to see over the bow. But on this Molokai, from a standing position, I can raise my height if I need to with a flip down step, which I noticed earlier on. I can get extra height, but me at my 5'7" stature, big wave, can see perfectly well, and the bows are not elevating to a point where it puts me in a dangerous position. So I can see all these swells. I've got really good viz all around. Obviously, 30 knots of wind, we've got spray coming over the port side because the wind's coming from the port aft quarter. If you were in somewhere like Western Australia and where you had similar conditions to this, just put some clears. That's all I would do, because this whole area is air conditioned. I saw a row of air conditioning behind me. We'll cover that in the walkthrough. So it really is an incredible opportunity to be able to come out in conditions like this. And I am gonna call it an opportunity, because most people will never have experienced this. If you come out here in many monohulls, the bow's gonna be jumping up and down all over the place. You won't have visibility. Your crew's going to be getting sick, and you'll probably shit yourself. So on this thing, look at how level and flat and smooth we are, and then just look at my stance here where I am at the helm. I'm pretty relaxed. So that equates to when the conditions have changed, and it happens. We all have really good modern weather forecasting technology today, but sometimes things don't go as planned. This is a boat that will get you home. That's all I have to say. So I'm going to head inshore now. I'll try and get some more footage. I've been having to crash land my drone today. It wasn't even possible to do a normal catch, so I'm being a little bit conservative with the old flying, and we will go somewhere protected, and then we will do some slow speed maneuvering so you guys can understand what she's like at the dock as well, because from what I've seen today, this is a single or a solo operator boat if you want it to be. And so whether you're entertaining, whether you're fishing, whether you're going on a surf trip, whether you're towing it behind the mothership, which you can do, that's an option for this, you can run this thing as a solo operator and wait until you see the accommodation. Check back in soon. That was so much easier than it should have been. Okay guys, so that was an interesting, enjoyable and very capable crossing. Something that you just wouldn't do on most boats. Here we are now in the flat water, just trying to find another place where we can actually fly the drone without crashing it. And I'm cruising at 43 to 47 mile an hour. Right now I'm on 3,700 revs. I'll just bump that up to 3.9. This is what I love about a hull design like this. Look, okay, let's just, I'm already at 4, so let's just go back down to, when you're under 4,000 revs and you're cruising at over 40 miles an hour, that's bloody good. So like, look at this, a little bit of trim on the engines, 3.8, 3.9, 44, 45 mile an hour. So the fuel flow at that speed, I've got that here for 4 engines, 67 gallons an hour total at cruise. So that's pretty cool. And then if you let's just wind it back a little bit and just sit at 3,400 revs. Might need to play with the trim a little bit. That feels okay right there. 3.3 gives me 38 mile an hour. That's fast. It feels slow on this thing, but I've got a fuel return or fuel flow of 52 gallons total for that speed return. That is awesome. All right, we're gonna go find somewhere that it's possible to fly the drone again, and we'll see what we can put together for you guys. Well, that was amazing, guys. I'm struggling to hide my excitement for this boat. It is truly a capable piece of kit, and if that video doesn't show you what this thing is capable of doing, I don't know what will. So if you're someone who is looking for an offshore boat, a fast boat, a high cruising speed boat, for fishing, for surfing, for multiple other activities, and for some epic day boating, this Molokai 47 is going to do that. And it's got accommodation, so you and your partner, if you want to go somewhere and stay somewhere nice, you can do that too. So I just see this thing opening up to a whole variation of different possibilities for you guys. Come out the back and we'll finish it out here. So do you go for the quad 450s? Do you go for the quad 400s, or do you take the standard twin 600s? I think it depends on your lifestyle, whether you're a fisherman, whether you're not, because some of you might just want to go for fuel flow and efficiency, and maybe you'll see more benefit with the 600s in that case, not having to service so many motors. So have a think about that. Talk to your dealer about your use case, because this boat has many use cases from what we just saw today. So if you want to discover the ins and outs of this boat in a little bit more detail, that is a separate video to this one. We're going to link to that description below. My name's Dan Jones. You've been watching Dan's Boat Life. That's probably the most fun I've had here in America so far. I love going out on rough days, so I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to support the Patreon. Give us a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks.